I'm Darin Whitehead. Brandy and I are thrilled to have you here. This is a special room for me. Almost 30 years ago, I stood on this very stage in this very room and started preaching to teenagers in this room. In this room, I met my wife, Brandy, and I see today as another one of those moments, a moment in time. Something very special is happening. It's like a before and after moment. Some of you are noticing right about now that I am not a seventh generation Tennessean. I'm from Mississippi. And I'm from Australia. And I'm a churchman, but my job chose me. I moved to the United States in 1998 to work in radio. I applied for a work visa to come to your country, and the INS worker misunderstood my application and they gave me the wrong kind of visa. They gave me a pastor's visa. I had never been a pastor before, and I had no aspirations of ever being a pastor, and the only way I could come to America and stay is if I became a pastor. Sometimes people ask me, how did the Lord call you into the ministry? I say the US government called me into this. And out of fear of deportation, I just keep preaching every single week. I'm a churchman, and I have fallen in love with the church. And I've fallen in love with this church. And I've fallen in love with the churches across our city, our brothers and sisters in other congregations. I am a believer in the power of the church. One thing that we have learned clearer, more recently than ever before, is that Christians want to be helpful. They just need to be organized and mobilized. Christians want to do helpful things. About 4 years ago, we looked at a piece of property that we have, and it was a big, empty grass field of about 25 acres. And we looked at that thing and we said, what is in the heart of God for that space? Surely we're supposed to do more than just mow this for the next 20 years. Does God have a dream for this land? And that provoked a listening tour where we got to meet with a lot of people in our city. We met with the mayor of Franklin. We met with the governor. We met with the chief of police. We met with many DCS workers. We met with first responders. We started to ask, what are the problems in our city and what could we do to be helpful? How could we serve? Can you show us how we can be helpful? How could we use this land to be helpful? The outcome of that listening tour was 5 primary needs. The first was mental health and suicide prevention. The second was reliable transportation for single parents, largely single moms, single working moms. The third was we needed temporary housing for children who were awaiting more permanent placement in foster care. The fourth was we simply needed more foster families. We needed to recruit, train, and retain more foster families. And then the fifth issue was about 1,000 kids are aging out of the foster care system in the state of Tennessee. The majority of the girls are pregnant before 21. Majority of the boys end up in prison. And we thought, can we be about getting upstream and trying to do something about this? What we learned is that Christians want to be helpful. And when we started sharing a plan, when we started to organize, when we started to invite people to be a part of this, to our astonishment, they really wanted to pull their resources together and be helpful. We thought this project was going to cost $30 million. Huge surprise, it was a lot more than that. This project cost $50 million, and our church has fully funded it without any debt because Christians want to be helpful. The first time I got to meet Commissioner Carter, he explained in very clear terms the problems of silos. Government agencies are siloed from one another. The local nonprofits are siloed from one another. Churches are siloed from one another. And we all want to be helpful. When we flew to Arkansas and we got to meet with Paul Chapman, who I'm about to introduce, and Restore Hope, we saw with high definition clarity the silo breaker. This is a technology solution that will allow us all to work together. I've never seen anything like this. I'm so excited about this. I feel like this meeting and this day is a before and after moment. And together, with great optimism and belief, we can really move the needle and help some people. And so I'm so thankful that you're here. We are so energized about this. The kind of vision that we have going on out here is what happens when a social worker and a youth pastor get married. And we are thrilled to offer this resource to all of you for the amazing work that you are doing. We want to amplify and augment the incredible work that is happening in our community and play some sort of small part in it. So thank you.